living in New York, which we do, and we get to see a lot of theater. It's actually the older people who are buying the tickets, specifically older women, women of a certain age, as we say in the play. And that is kind of, we felt very confident that the audience would be there for it.
Lisa, what was the spark of the idea? What was the catalyst that turned into this play?
I like to say it's Tor's mom's hair.
That needs a little explanation.
Well, he was having a conversation with her one day, and he said, "How you doing, Mom?" And she's like, "Well, I'm great. My hair is long." And he was shocked by that, being a man without any. It was a little shocking to him that it was so important to her, but it was. And that was kind of the germ that seeded this entire thing, where she said, "I've wanted long hair for a long time, and it took a while, and now I have it again." And it just gave so much hope and a feeling of warmth. And that's what the play is about.
Yeah, and it was more of a thing where, I woke up the next morning. I didn't understand it in the moment she said it, but I woke up the next morning thinking, what is important to us? What's important to people, right? I mean, there's the big lofty ideas like world peace. And then there's stuff like, you know what? I just wanted my hair to be long and it feels great. And that's the little things in life that we all can relate to, that you say, okay, that makes it worth it.
One of the things that's presented in the play is a talent show. A lot of times, if you see a talent show that involves older people, it's done in kind of a dismissive way, kind of a disdainful way, where they're making fun of the people. You're not laughing with the people, you're laughing at them. How did you guys want to approach that scene?
That's why we wrote this play. There are things out there about older people, and we were like, that's making fun of them. And that was the opposite of what we wanted to do with the show. Right. And the talent show is about aspirations. Even as you get older, there are things that maybe you never got to in life that you then want to pursue, and you have a platform for that. And we love to write musical comedy as well as plays. So we wanted to use our chops in that way as well, and feature them in a light that is not only beautiful, but heartwarming and aspirational.
It's not only the heart of the play, but it's the heart of life. And we wanted to show that. So it's funny. The stuff they do in the show is really funny. I mean, there's a baton twirling act, there's something we have called a wheelchair ballet, but it's somehow really chokes you up. It goes right to the heart. And no matter what age you are, you can relate to people just wanting to experience fun.
John Cariani is an actor and playwright who grew up here in Maine. His life was changed when he was in, I believe, high school, and made the trip from Northern Maine to Portland Stage Company and saw a production. He's best known for Almost Maine, and I understand that he had some influence on you guys, had some impact in your writing of this work.
Well, he had a huge influence because, we work with John on other projects. So we're writing a play with him right now. It's another totally different kind of thing. He does this great thing, which is actually what we tried to do in our play, which is he'll get you laughing and then he'll rip your heart out, and it was just so touching. I mean, I admit, I'm not a big crier, but I cried at the end of his plays. I cry in the middle of his plays, and it's a joyous cry. It's one of those happy, sad things. And so, yes, his writing style really influenced us. And he had actually a huge influence on us getting the play here. I mean, he introduced us to Anita Stewart at Portland Stage. And she was actually looking for a play that featured older people. And she was going to say, hey, she said to John, do you want to write something like that? He said, I already know something like that. And my friends Tor and Lisa have written this play. It's called Senior Living. You should read it. She did. She loved it.
If you wrote that ending in a play, it would really stretch believability. It would be just too corny, wouldn't it?
Yes, it would. It's insane. It's insane how often real life is incredibly corny, but if you wrote it, no one will believe it.
Right.